Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Amber here with KwingsLetsPlays. Hope you guys and gals are all having a great day today. And today, I am going to be doing an island, or actually a valley tour, an island tour. So we're gonna do a tour of our Dreamlight Valley. So this is actually Luke and my Dreamlight Valley. We have both contributed a lot to this valley, and today Mickey will be helping us show all of this off. And he's got his cool magical Mickey outfit on, which I kind of splurged for. I had a lot of saved up moonstones from different things that I earned for different challenges, and I got him this outfit, which I think it looks pretty good on him. But there were so many great things in the item shop, but we went for this, and I've got my little Mickey shirt on, so it's all good. He knows I'm a fan. So first of all, we're gonna show off, this is the house that actually Luke designed. This is his house. So as you can see, I am a girl character in this valley, but I can switch from girl to guy character at any time, which is kind of a neat feature about Dreamlight Valley. So this is the place he designed. He's got his little Mickey pillows over here, a cool little I don't know if that's like a Buzz Lightyear thing, I'm not sure. But then we've got our Wreck-It Ralph and incredible stuff over here. And of course our nice huge chest for jewels. And if you go over to the left, we've got our kitchen that actually Luke designed this whole kitchen. So we've got little stools, cute little place for subs or hamburgers over there, a smoothie machine, cappuccino machine, nice little place, that simple table with chairs and place settings set out, and of course some fruit and a little tea set. And Luke did a great job putting this oven here where you can actually see what you're cooking while you're doing all kinds of tutorials or just doing quests and showing them off. So otherwise, if you had put something in front of where I'm standing, I wouldn't be able to see my face. So Luke did a great job doing that, so you could easily show things off whenever we're making videos. And I really like this a lot. You got the little cookbook up here and some neat little pictures here. And actually, I'm just surprised. We've got a little microwave. So Luke did just a fantastic job designing this area, and I think he's a great designer. So one of the things that my husband really wanted me to do is make sure, if I was going to kind of take over his game, was to keep Dreamlight Valley pretty much, especially the things that he originally put in place, keep them how they were. So the house is exactly as it was when he hasn't, when he kind of left off doing as many videos. And this is the original house that you have, which I think is very cute. And then we've got his little garden area that he set up. I added a little Mulan tree, but other than that, and it's pretty much the same. We've got a little white picket fence, and of course all of our little storage chests out here, which I added a lot of these, but I do like to organize things in different color-coded areas. And then of course Luke made these nice little garden plots out here. And we've got cabbage, actually no, it's lettuce over there, and carrots, which is really important to feed the rabbits out here. I think this is spinach, and we've got corn and tomatoes. And our neighbors nearest to us are Minnie and Mickey. So Minnie and Mickey have their little lights on. Looks like they're ready to go. And of course Mickey's with us right here. So Mickey's got his wheat field, which he can use to make crackers for some of his quests that he has early on. And then Minnie has some of her cotton, which she can use to make clothing, which she really likes fashion in this game. And we've got Minnie's house decorated with lots of beautiful flowers and pink and blue, which Minnie really likes those colors. And of course we've got the purple trellis over here, and for Mickey the green one. And for Mickey, we've got some cute red flowers and blue, which he seems to like those colors. And he's got his cute little red house right next to the lady that has his heart, which is Minnie Mouse. Now, after that, we've got a nice little place that we can do different quests and make food and different things like that outside, so we don't have to actually go inside to do it. And of course, if you go right across here, we've got a place that we can actually make different kinds of crafting items, so potions and different decorations and all that that we can make for the valley to just liven it up and make it look really pretty. And we've got all kinds of Christmas decorations ready for Christmas coming up and all kinds of stuff. And we did actually have Goofy's house over here previously, but I really wanted to move Goofy's house over in this area because I moved a few things around and I had a little space here, so I thought, oh, Goofy's house would be perfect to kind of make this area look more happy. So we've got Goofy's house right here, and he's one of the first villagers at your valley, and I will say he's one of the friendliest people here. So most people that play this game really like Goofy a lot. He's one of the nicest people. Then after this, we've got I picked up a few vegetables today from here, and this is Wally's garden, so you can always pluck a few vegetables and sell them, or you can get them if you need them for different recipes that you are making for your quests, so it's very helpful. And of course, right outside of Wally's garden, we've got a huge bin for food and one for extra seeds, and then these are just miscellaneous ones. Now, outside of Goofy's house, we have Remy's restaurant, which is really nice and sophisticated on its own. But one of the quests, they want you to make an outdoor area and do some quests to add more wrought iron decorations, and so I made a lot of wrought iron chairs for those quests, and we also made this cute little wrought iron fence. So I think the way that we were able to decorate it with some cute little pink and just like nice little light green bushes around and some little trellises, a nice little archway and gazebo, I think I really like the way that it turned out. And these Mulan trees really, the little cherry blossom trees really kind of pull it all together. So you can go in there and hang out with Remy, but we're not going to today. Maybe if we have time, but basically, for right now, we're just gonna check out some other parts of the valley. And next to here is actually Sully's hanging out with Mirabelle, it looks like. So this is Mirabelle's house. It is really big, so it's kind of hard to see everything. So we'll back up, and there's the beautiful house from Encanto, and it's just really detailed. It's one of the largest things that you get in your valley before you actually get Tiana's huge palace, which is actually her restaurant. And then I thought that the Eternity Isle flowering tree looked really nice next to that, and I think it all kind of ties together with the purple and pink trees, and I think it just looks really neat. And then of course I didn't actually have room for a road between Remy's restaurant and Mirabelle's house because there was just no room whatsoever. It was just kind of tightly packed in here. So we made a little pebble walkway, and I think that actually turns out really cute. I think it's actually really fun to walk through here, and so I've been using these pebble walkways a lot, and I think it makes the valley just give it a lot more character. So next up, we're going to check out Wally's house. So Wally was one of the first people that was here at the valley, besides, you know, some of the other characters such as Buzz Lightyear and things like that. So Wally actually has an interesting house. His house is a truck, And so I feel like his house kind of, no offense, Wally, but it kind of looked a little bit like an eyesore a little bit originally. And I didn't really know what to do with it. But because Wally really loves gardening,
All the
we've
sun is
got
not
like a
ever
little
breaking a
apple
sweat.
tree in front of it, some bushes, a lot of flowers, and all of these little trellises. And I think that it just turned out really well putting all these little trees in front of it. It just looks like Wally really loves nature, and I think it turned out really well. I really like how we arranged this, and I think it looks really nice. And next to Wally, of course, is the robot he cannot live without, which is Eve. And they actually have connecting fences, so you can go right into Eve's yard from Wally's yard. So I think that's pretty cute. And Eve actually is on Eternity Island. And so we made sure to bring her here as soon as possible so she could hang out with Wally and live next to him, because Wally and Eve just go together like peanut butter and jelly. And they are just so cute together, and they're just the sweetest robots ever. So I think we did a good job of making Eve's house more. We've got more of a futuristic feel with Eve. With it's not so much futuristic. I still have this vibe of the flowers outside of Eve's house, because of course Wally's influencing her to really like flowers and nature. But of course, Eve already had like some cool nature inspired things with her decorations that came with her. So I'll show you guys. I can actually show you guys inside of her house that a little bit. And of course, this is the perfect spot to put Goofy's cart, because you can come right up here on Main Street and easily be able to see Goofy's cart and buy whatever you need. You can buy some carrots to feed the rabbits, and of course buy some extra seeds so you can make more wheat and lettuce too. So I'll just show you guys kind of what I meant by how Eve already has a lot of nature inspired things. She's got these really neat little futuristic plant growing things inside of her house. And I won't show you guys every single house inside, but it's kind of neat to see Eve here. So this is, I feel like Wally and Eve are the ultimate couple that, are opposites but still love spending time together. So, as people say, opposites attract, which is definitely the case with Wally and Eve. And then, of course, there are a lot of places in this I think it's called the Peaceful Meadow. Okay, so the area up at the very top where we saw our house and Mickey's is actually the Plaza, and then we've got the Peaceful Meadows, which is down here. So there's a lot of open space. So what I did was I just put some really nice big trees in here, and we utilized the little walkways. And I really love adding benches and some little fences behind them and flowers. And I think that just makes it really adds a lot to your valley, just to add a little bench and a light, maybe one little flower in a bush. I think it can just add a nice little pop of something. And also, your villagers really do love to come over and hang out and sit on the benches and talk with each other. So that's really neat. And of course, we've got a bunch of stuff over here, but I think we might actually go and check out Daisy's area later. For now, I think we're going to actually go down towards the beach. So we've got a little bunny that's ready for some food, but I don't have a carrot at the moment. So yeah, I had a lot of different areas that were just kind of like didn't have a lot going on. So what I did was I just filled them with some random bushes and trees. And you don't even have to put a lot of trees and bushes, just kind of put one here and there. And it will really just make your valley just pop and just give it a lot of personality. Even just a few trees and bushes will really change everything, and it will just make you feel happier when you're going through your valley and doing different tasks. So next up is the beach, and we've got, of course, some cool interesting caves over there. But first of all, we've got one of our first villagers you see, which is Moana. And We'll go inside and see what she looks like in here. It's just like a very simple place that she's got here, but I think it's very cute. So we've got little places to sleep, some little mats, things like that. And one of the things that I really like on Moana's house here, it took me a while, is these little flowers that are about 8,000 each of gold. And I think, you know, they really look nice in front of Moana's house because I think Moana would like pink. She's got a lot of pink flowers up there. So I think they just are just enough. Just 2 palm trees and 2 flowers, and that's quite enough decorations for her because she's going outside all the time. Hi, Tiana. The thing about good food, it brings folks together. So true, Tiana. And we'll get to Tiana, and there is Gaston. So next up we have Stitch's house, which is super cute. It looks like a little spaceship, and honestly, Stitch's house is so cute. I guess I will have to actually go inside. Oh, looks like, okay, there we go. So Stitch's house looks a little bit different inside than Moana's. Very modern looking, and I love how it's got a little washing machine and all kinds of different cute appliances in here. It's very homey in there, and one of the things I really do want to do is get the Stitch special Moonstone pack as soon as I can, so that I can just add some more cool Stitch inspired decorations to the island. But we've got some nice little decorations here, a beach ball, and we've got a little place where you can sit on a towel and a little umbrella. We've got some cute little Adirondack chairs and surfboards, and a cool little something that looks pretty delicious that we're about to drink. And of course, right next to Moana is her boat, which you can actually go here every day, and you can actually get all of the fish that she has for you to collect. So I just accidentally collected them, but that's all right. It's kind of neat. So if you're looking, you know, to either get some free coins so you can buy decorations or buy different things you want, or if you're just needing some fish for a recipe, that's a great place to go, is getting Moana's boat and upgrading it for that. So next we've got Tiana's house, which I think is super cute, and I haven't really gone in every house, but we'll just go and look at her house. So her house is 1920s or 30s inspired, and she's got some really nice pictures of castles and beautiful princess themes on the wall, and of course all these beautiful old-time decorations with all the things that people had in their homes before there was all this media and everything. So we've got globes, books, and a piano, which is really neat to look at. And of course, the representation for the frog, who's not in the game yet, which is Prince Naveen. We're going to assume that's Prince Naveen right here on the couch. So he's just waiting to jump into the game as a person. So we're hoping Prince Naveen will get into the game soon. I'm hoping to see him, but right now he just has to be content to be a frog on Tiana's couch. Now, like, nobody has actually officially said that's Prince Naveen, but I like to think of it as him because it's just nice to think that he's in the game in spirit. So this is actually Tiana's palace, and one of the quests in Dreamlight Valley is to decorate in front of it with some of these beautiful green and golden chairs. And so we did that, and we've got a little sign for another quest that we did with Tiana's Cajun Cook-Off. So I think it's looking really neat out here. We've got a little piano here, some tiki torches, and I really like having Tiana down here on the beach. And one really neat thing about Tiana is she also has a cool little place where you can buy food right outside. So a little kiosk here. And what's really cool about this kiosk is once you actually purchase one of these things from her, then I have found, it seems to work for me, that you can actually then have that recipe in your inventory. So next time you want to cook something, whatever you bought from Tiana, the recipe will be already in your recipe list, So that's a really good incentive to buy more things from her. And of course, her restaurant looks beautiful, and it's got a really nice theme to it. And I really like the gold theme in here. And even if you go in here inside her cooking area, many times Tiana will actually come by while you're stirring and help you cook. So that's really neat. All right, so after we hung out with Tiana for a bit, we're gonna go further down the beach. And one of the things I really like about decorating the beach is you can either craft these tiki torches, which I did over here, or you can buy these ones from the shop when they become available. So both of them are pretty neat looking. And of course, you can see some fun little places out here. We've got Maui's house over here, and the evil sea witch's house over here, and Ursula. I almost forgot her name for a second. And I really like how this turned out with some little fold-up chairs, some more little beach towels and beach umbrellas, and a cool little lifeguard area over here. And we've got, of course, Goofy's stand in this area with the beach area, which is sugarcane, tomatoes, and corn. And I've got another two characters that like hanging out together. So we've got Donald Duck, who is one of the first characters in the game, and you cannot really put Donald... Oh, look at this. I just realized that Daisy's on the front of his ship as a like a hula dancing girl. So I really didn't realize that before. And that's really neat, actually. So we've got Donald's house, which I don't know if I'm going to go in it today, but his house is the Daisy. Let's see here. We've got Miss Daisy, SS Miss Daisy, so cute. And of course, next to Donald's house is Daisy's house. So I really like how this turned out, where we put Daisy right next to Donald. And I think it looks really cute. So we've got another two people, just like we put Wally and Eve next to each other. We've got Donald and Daisy. And I just put a lot of flowers around her house because I know that Daisy just loves flowers and pink. And I think it turned out pretty well. So we've got a lot of different crops here, and as we go over here, I've got some Moana or Maui themed items. And then this is one of my favorite parts of the beach.
This place is so strange.
Hi, Simba. So I took one full day to decorate this area of the beach, which originally didn't have much of a decoration to it. It was basically blank, and we just put whatever I felt like putting on here. And I think it turned out really well. We've got some little stands to maybe sell fish or something like that. We've got some extra boxes. Maybe those are some shipping crates to ship things out. Some little jars, some more Maui themed things, and some extra, just who knows, some kind of ruins or something like that. So I think altogether this turned out pretty well. We've got a cute little cup in case someone wants to sit out here and look at the beach, and some more little chairs. So I think adding these little chairs and places to sit down, and even a little Coke can over here or soda can, some little barrels and things like that. And I really like these little boats here. I think it really it just makes this island feel like there's people coming and going and fishing and all kinds of things. So I really like how this turned out. And this is really neat. When we recently had the end of summer special extravaganza, we actually were able to craft this with marshmallows. And as you can see, when you press the camera button next to this, you can actually collect random villagers from around the village, and they will just hang out, and you can just take a random picture with them. So I think this is a really cool thing, this bonfire. If you have any extra roasted marshmallows and s'mores from the end of summer event, I highly recommend that you make this bonfire and just put it in a place that you want villagers to kind of congregate and hang out. and it's a really fun little thing to have in your village. So I kind of miss hanging out on the beach, and I think Mickey doesn't want to leave the beach either because it's a nice place to be. But we're gonna go through and go to the next area, an area that for the longest time I really didn't know how to decorate, and there's a lot of mud in this area. This is the Glade of Trust, but we made it more like a bayou, kind of like a Tiana's bayou area that, you know, alligators, and it has a Louisiana feel. I always forget the difference between where alligators and crocodiles live, so you guys and gals can always correct me on that. But we kind of made this have a fun feel like it's a Louisiana bayou, and I think it works out really well. So we've got some different places that you can go fishing, and we utilized the star path for Tiana, which includes these beautiful yellow golden flowers and of course these fireflies. And I used a lot of those things in this bayou area, or actually the Glade of Trust, and I think it really turned out really well. We put a lot of trees in here, but you can really imagine that you know, different alligators, crocodiles, and different kinds of you know, crayfish or whatever would be down in a Louisiana bayou, maybe big snakes, I don't know. So all of the animals that like to hang out here would kind of call this home, and I think it looks really neat, and I had a lot of fun decorating this part of it. So we're just gonna take a little tour through the bayou, and you really get the feel that you're in nature, and I really like that a lot. So we just got different things, and I like to put not just flowers, but different things that just make it feel a little bit homey, and like you're really in an environment that, you know, is in real life. So we've got little barrels here, a little place to sell fish or something, and different things like that. So here's another fishing spot, and you can see Mother Gothel's house from there. And we've got this cute little walkway with the pebbles, which I like. And then I did get this at the time that they had it in the item shop, which is a little bayou home, and I think it looks really cute. And I put a little bicycle in front of it. We've got some of the fireflies out here, and it really makes this feel like Louisiana with the boat here, and the oh, I accidentally went inside, but we did decorate it a little bit with some of Tiana's stuff, and I think it has a nice little feel to it, but I didn't decorate it too much. But every time you buy a different house item from the item shop, you can decorate it to kind of fit that theme if you want. So I think that turned out really nice. You really do feel like you're in Louisiana here, especially with this little house here. And hi Gaston. So we've got just some different bushes and trees, and I'll just show you guys the rest of the bayou, which is one of my favorite places. And I've got some more little Adirondack chairs and a little place to, so who knows, maybe this is a bucket where we can put our fish or our bait when we're fishing out here. And just a nice little view here. You can really tell that it's kind of nice to look on the river, or in this area, even if you're not on the ocean. There's a lot of neat, you know, it's a really nice feel just looking out here on the little river. All right, and just got some random fall decorations here, and then I've got some cute fold-up chairs, and I don't have a boat out there, but I've got some nice little fireflies. So one of my favorite things about this bayou area is the fireflies, and I really like how that turned out. It really feels very magical. So lots of buckets and crates, and of course another fishing spot, and there I put a nice little fishing boat which you can craft after you have unlocked Eternity Isle. So I think that turned out really well. This is one of my favorite spots, this little lake that's totally surrounded by trees. So it really feels magical in here, and it feels like you're in a totally different environment. And of course we've got Goofy's stall. So you can get what you need from here, which I think is rice, lemons, and I don't know if that's okra. Okay, so we came all the way through the bayou, and we're gonna go right back up. And once we go back up, the sunshine is gonna hit us really hard. There we go. So we were just in the darkness of trees, and now we got the sunlight. So we've got, and excuse the fact that these characters do not have pants on, the mannequins. I still need to actually unlock the pants part of this, but this is Daisy's area. So if you guys haven't seen Daisy's shop, it's pretty cute. I'm still working on a lot of it, but you can actually, this is from the last time I did a challenge, so you can do some fun challenges up here and basically try to pass her next challenge and earn some more points to unlock some more things in her shop. So you guys and gals can see that I haven't really done too much with that, but I am working on it little by little. I have a lot of fun decorating in Dreamlight Valley, so sometimes I don't get as far as I want to with the tasks. And of course we've got Scrooge's shop. I haven't even been at the shop today yet, but you can always go here. This is the main place to go, and we've got all kinds of neat things today. This is a beautiful lamp right here. Oh my goodness, but I don't have anything with me today. But yep, you can always go and see what's in Scrooge's shop, and looks like Goofy and Prince Eric are here today. Okay, so right outside Scrooge's shop, we've got some cute little signs saying, "Here's Scrooge's shop." And of course, I think I don't know if I had told you guys and gals, but we've got Remy's house right over here, and we put a nice little bench outside. And Remy's house looks very stylish. I really like how it looks. Looks like a nice little townhouse in New York City or somewhere really nice. And I've got a cute little piñata out here. Why not? Just in case someone wants to have a random party. So next up, we are going to go to either the Sunlit Plateau or the Forgotten Lands. I think we might leave the Sunlit Plateau for after the Forgotten Lands because it's nice and sunny. So we're going to go into the Forgotten Lands. And before we do that, we've got Scar's area here. And this is Scar's house. And I think it's like it's supposed to represent the elephant graveyard where Scar lived. And it looks pretty neat. I really like how Scar's house looks in this game. Okay, so into the Forgotten Lands. And I've recently redecorated this a few times. And I really like how it's been turning out. I've put a lot of purple and orange bushes in this area, but I also redecorated the trees and tried to add as many pumpkin items as possible. And we also recently got a cool scary castle. I haven't decorated the inside of it yet, so I can just show you guys the outside, and it looks pretty neat. And of course, this is in the item shop right now, which is well, actually it was a week ago, and you can get this for 1,000 moonstone, which is this cute little Mickey pumpkin decoration. And if you buy it from the moonstone shop, you can actually purchase more of them for only 500 coins and put as many of them as you want in your valley. So that's really neat. And of course, I decorated this with pumpkins and a lot of orange and purple items, and I think it looks pretty neat. We've also got these nice twisted scary trees and thorns. And of course, we wouldn't have the scary spooky Forgotten Lands complete without Jack Skellington. So here's Jack Skellington's house, and of course he doesn't only have pumpkins in his house, but he also has a cute little Christmas tree, and you can see all the neat things in Jack Skellington's place. You can actually interact with this. Oh my gosh, there's a Jack in the Box, and all kinds of neat things in his house. And I haven't taken time to actually look too much in his house, but he's got little scary cat statues, and here is his formula for I think trying to take over Christmas. So that's pretty neat. And there's his name, Jack, on the chalkboard. So it's pretty cute. All of the villagers have a lot of personality, but I think that inside of Jack's house with all of the his secret plans to take over Christmas, that had a lot of nice personality inside. And then, of course, we've got the cool tree that is part of one of the quests that you have to put in this area of the Forgotten Lands. And it's got some nice little Christmas decorations and Halloween. So I think this is actually the tree that is in the Nightmare Before Christmas that actually goes to Halloween Town. I'm not sure, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. So now we've got the area that I really am happy with. It took me a while to get it like this, which is I had to clear a lot of the Forgotten Lands trees out of the way, and we made this nice little area for different kinds of food. Mostly I have the foods that are native to this area, which is pumpkins, potatoes, and leeks. So pumpkins can grow, and they sell for a lot, so that's something you probably want to grow a lot of pumpkins in this area if you want to make a lot of money for, you know, just basically coins for just basic things from the item shop and things like that. And I actually got these little flower lights from Scrooge McDuck for like a fairy kind of idea, but I think they look even cooler in the Forgotten Lands because they really stand out and they really glow a lot. You can see them from really far away, and they really light up this area, which you really need that because it's very dark and spooky. So having a nice bright light, basically it helps you see where you're going so you don't get lost. So we've got two bright lights here, and we're gonna lead right into the next area, which this transitions right into another bright area, the Sunlit Plateau. So this is one of the first areas I decorated besides the Plaza and the I always forget the name of it, the Plaza and the Peaceful Meadow. And I had a lot of fun decorating this Sunlit Plateau, mainly because this area is all about nature. It's all about, I would say, the African plains and things like that, because you've got Simba and Nala's home here. And I had a lot of fun decorating this area because it's all about trees and nature, which is one of my favorite things to decorate. So we've got right away, so I know where it is, we've got the different seeds of different plants here. So I think it's cotton, we have peppers, and I think either cucumber or zucchini. So I've got a lot of beautiful trees here. I actually took some of the trees from the Eternity Isle, and I also kept some of these nice tall trees here are actually from the Sunlit Plateau originally, and then these trees over here are from Eternity Isle. So I think they look nice as a little mix together. I've also got lots of different crops here, and I figure, you know, this is just a great place to grow things, and I just like growing a lot of different things here. I love walking through the Sunlit Plateau. It just makes me happy. It's very bright and cheery, so it makes me just feel really nice hanging out here. And we've got a little place that someone can cook their food, little hammock here that you can actually sit down on, and of course other villagers can come here. It'd be neat if you could see villagers actually like sleeping on a hammock, but yeah, I don't really see that happening a lot. So yeah, I've got a lot of very relaxed type places to sit down and furniture. So we've got a hammock here and another place to sit, which is over here. And I had fun decorating this bench with a lot of different things around it, and I think it looks pretty cute. And then I basically filled in the rest of this Sunlit Plateau with just some random trees and things. And, you know, some people may not decorate every area of their valley, but I like to decorate every area of it because you do need to go and find, you know, different kinds of flowers and fruit and different things like that on the ground. So you might as well decorate the whole thing because then you'll have a nice walk through your valley every time and it'll just put you in a great mood. And I really, one of the things that made me happy about decorating this area is getting these beautiful orange flowers from Eternity Isle. So I would suggest, if you want to get the expansion pack, I would suggest it, even if you're not going to do all the quests, because you get these beautiful flowers and all kinds of new trees and things like that that will help you decorate. And actually, I think that looks kind of cool seeing Scar go through here. It kind of looks like there's a lion on the prowl, which there is.
Must everyone here be so... And now what's the word? Nice?
Thanks, Scar. Oh,
Never turn your back.
and we've got
on
Minnie
me.
Mouse here.
Hello!
Hi, Minnie.
Goodbye!
And of course, it took me a while to find because Luke did a lot of the early quests in this game. But you've got this really cool cave. So in the Sunlit Plateau, you've got a really neat cave here. And of course, you can mine for all kinds of unique stones and things like that that you need for quests. So it's a great place to get all kinds of gems and things that you need for that. So don't forget when you're doing quests for, you know, gathering gems, to check out the cave right under the Sunlit Plateau. It's really fun to go in there, and it's really useful too. So I had a lot of fun decorating this area, and also you don't really have to put a lot of lights in here, unlike the Forgotten Lands. I had to put lots of lights in there. You don't have to put any lights at all because it's sunny all the time, so that's really neat. So the next area we're going to go to is I'm going to go right across the Plaza, and of course we've got the really cool castle here, which I may or may not go in at the very end, but that's a very beautiful castle, and I believe that's a Cinderella castle, or it's supposed to represent the castle from like Disneyland or Disney World, and that's where you go to all the different realms and unlock all the characters so they can come to your valley and have a nice little house with you and hang out. So we are going to go all the way over here to another one of my favorite spots, which is the Forest of Valor.
We really must
So I
talk.
really am happy with what's been going on with the Forest of Valor. And we've got Goofy's stall right here in the Forest of Valor to start out with. And then we've got, I think, what really started me decorating kind of hardcore is I moved Buzz Lightyear's van up here because, of course, who's he gonna want to hang out with besides his best friend Woody? So I thought this was really neat. We got Woody's, this is actually Woody's house, believe it or not. So Woody's house actually has
Now this
all
is
kinds
a
of,
great day to
hi
play
Woody,
outside.
all kinds of different places that you would go to for the fair, and a little popcorn area, and of course the alien claw machine. So all kinds of fun areas here, and it just looks like you're at basically Pizza Planet. So it's really neat. And yeah, at first glance, if you haven't played the game for a while, you may forget that this is actually Woody living here because it kind of looks like a ride for kids to play on, but it's actually Woody's house in there, so that's really cute. And then we've got a little seat out here, and we've got the next friend. You've got a friend in me, Buzz Lightyear, and in his house, it's basically a van, but it is, you know, all in one. I mean, they are toys, so they don't need a ton of room. We've got a nice little cooler here, a cool place to sleep, and I really like the blue and white theme because it matches Buzz Lightyear. And yeah, I think it looks neat. And it has that futuristic feel. So, you know, if you are, you know, he's a space ranger, so it's a nice little, I think it's a great idea to have him hanging out in a van because, you know, an RV is kind of futuristic. So we've got some chairs here for Woody and Buzz to sit and watch TV, and a cute little TV over here, which I think that's a Monsters Inc. TV. And then of course I've got this neat cooler that we got with the end of summer event, so I think that looks really neat. And this is the cooler I had before I put that out there. So I really like how it got decorated out here, and this is one of my favorite spots actually of the valley. I think it looks really cute, and it kind of reminds me of friendship, and I'm really glad that I got to put Woody and Buzz next to each other. And of course, I put another fun character out here. I made sure that he had plenty of trees around him because wizards do like to live in the forest and have their privacy. So we've got, we have Merlin right over here, and he's of course looking at the stars out here and stargazing. He's got tons of books that he's reading at once, and he's just always
I happen to be the world's most
he's always
powerful
hanging
wizard.
out and
In case you were
researching new
wondering.
things. So I think his house just looks really neat in there. And that's one of my favorite things about Dreamlight Valley is that the characters are always talking with you and interacting with you and hanging out with you. So it's pretty neat, and it's really fun.
Hello.
You know, even if you're not playing this with any friends or anything like that, it's really kind of cool to be able to interact with the villagers and see what they like to say. So next up is this nice little cottage that I made. Actually, this was in the item shop, and I really had this in the Glade of Trust originally, but I think it looks really nice in the forest because it kind of looks like fairy tale-esque, and I really didn't want people to see Beast and Belle's castle right away. I really wanted their castle to be hidden away because I feel like their story with Beauty and the Beast, I feel like it's kind of like a mysterious story. So I really wanted their castle to be, you know, something you kind of come across in the middle of the forest. So, so that's why I kind of put this nice little cottage here. This could be a cottage that Belle and Beast could go to kind of get away or kind of live when they don't want to live in their big castle.
A fine
And then
day
if you
indeed.
go further into the forest, you come across this huge castle, and it's really pretty, and I one of my favorites. There's a lot of neat castles in this, but you've got some beautiful stained glass pictures. So there's Belle and Beast when he turns back into a human being, and some really nice artwork on the wall here. And of course, I believe this is kind of French-inspired design. So I really like what it looks like in here. It's very pretty. Oh, and there's Belle to say hello. Have a wonderful day. Look at the sun. It's so lovely here. Oh, and I missed a night thorn. And we've got a nice little area here. And of course, I actually put this here today. I've got a little well here. I just wanted this to look as fairy tale-like as possible. And I think we did a pretty good job. It's deep in the forest, and it takes you a while to find the castle, which I like. And of course, we've got a little fishing spot here, so we can do our quests and go fishing. And I also really like mixing up the purple and the green trees because I feel like it looks magical that way. And I like the purple because it looks, you know, it kind of looks magic-like. And it has more of a fairy tale feel. So speaking of fairy tales, we also brought another princess here, which is actually Rapunzel. So she's from Eternity Isle, and I really wanted to bring her here to the forest because I think she just, her tower just looks like it would do really well in the same magical forest as Belle and Beast's castle. And inside, she has one of the most colorful insides of any house. And she's got a little ukulele or guitar. and some beautiful, a little beautiful swing here, and the beautiful pattern of the sun that was part of her Tangled story, and the nice little pictures of the lanterns here. So a very, very beautiful, very colorful tower she's got. But you hardly see Rapunzel in her tower because she's always kind of wandering around and adventuring. And then I also decided, why not put another fairy tale character here, which is Fairy Godmother. And so I think her little house looks really cute in here. We've got several fairy tales all in one, and they're right in the area where I think fairy tales should be, which is the forest. And I love the forest, and so I think you know, I think this really turned out well, and this is one of my favorite spots. And now we are on to Ice World, and you guessed it, it's frozen over here. And we've got some cute little foxes. And then, of course, we've got this beautiful castle for the Frozen movie. And this is, people corrected me, this is not actually Elsa's castle. Although it does look like it from the outside a little bit, this is actually Anna's castle. And you can see her beautiful decorations in here with a, you know, Scandinavian style, and it has a lot of charm to it. And actually, I'm looking over here, I believe that's called rose malling, the pattern there on those plates, and some really neat little Scandinavian designs, which is, you know, very pretty but simple, and I really like that.
Did you know books are the windows to the world? I wonder what the doors are. Probably doors.
So it took me a while to actually decide how I was going to decorate this ice area, but what I did was I just didn't put a lot here, because if I put too many trees, it was kind of hard to get through here and see through to where I needed to do all my quests. So we have the nice, you know, frozen castle and a little statue of, I think that's Anna. And then I found this actually fountain in the item shop. And so that really, I think, is a nice little statement piece, putting some flowers around it and other things. And then I found these bushes in part of the inventory when you're actually trying to decorate, and I really like the blue bushes. I think they look really cute in this area. It gives this whole area like an icy feel to it.
So many good
And of course
friends
you can
here.
add some more, like, you know, regular like light green colored bushes or some other things, but I really like adding the blue icy trees, and of course the white snowy trees. And then of course I put a few just regular green trees in the middle too. And I think it turned out pretty well.
Feel how special this place is.
So this has an icy feel to it the whole time, and you just go through and we've got a lot of nice blue icy trees and snowy trees. And of course all the way up here I've got another Goofy stand, my crafting station, and a bunch of different color-coded places that I can store different items like gems and fish and different things that I get. And then after this, we're going to come down the other side and go to the rest of the forest of Valor, which is this little side area here. And one of the quests is to actually put some neat areas to have little carnival rides. So we've got the teacup. We've got the teacup ride here, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know you could actually get in the teacup ride. Okay, it says use the camera to get in. Okay, so I will have to work on that for the future. So I've actually never done that. But we've got the very cool Ferris wheel here, which you can see through the trees a little bit, and of course the teacup ride. And there are several more rides you can actually get in this area. to make it even bigger little special fair area, or yeah, so it's pretty neat, and I like how the rides actually move. And there's actually a little Dumbo ride with flying elephants and a few more, but I didn't have room for them. But I do like how I kept in the teacup ride and the Ferris wheel. And then of course we have Elsa's castle, which is full of ice over here. So we've got Elsa and Anna, and Elsa's right over here. And there's some really neat quests you can do by putting the different jewels in here to unlock different parts of the forest. And of course, just like in the movie, Elsa's castle has tons of ice in it. Alright, so we are out of Elsa's... Oh. So I am just out of Elsa's castle, and I didn't have a lot of room in this area because there were so many things going on with the Ferris wheel. So what I like to do is I actually put a nice little walkway with the little stone path. And of course I have to make a walkway to go fishing, so we've got a little walkway over here if we want to fish over here. And then our newest addition that I have in the valley is not the vegetables and hi Sully, but Mulan. And I still need to actually put some more cherry blossom trees around Mulan's area.
Hi.
But here's Mulan, and she's super cute, and of course Mushu is here too.
It's always great talking to you.
And if you go in here, you can see Mulan's really cool armor. So she's got a fairly simple house, but I was really happy to bring Mulan and Mushu to the valley. It took me quite a while to get the Dreamlight for it, but I'm really happy that she's finally here. And she has a really cute little house, and I've put a few decorations out here, and I think they work pretty well.
Well, I shall.
And last but not least, we've got the castle, and we are going to go in here to the princess castle, or the Disney official Cinderella castle. And as you can see inside the Cinderella castle, these are all of the different people that you can actually unlock. I just accidentally went into the Moana realm, which is one of the first ones. But you can basically go through all of these areas and little by little unlock all of the different villagers that you want to bring to your town. So it's a pretty impressive looking castle. It's very beautiful, and I can't wait to see what other villagers are going to be brought to the town. I think the blue and gold feel is really pretty, and I really love this beautiful like chandelier and also magical feel that they have inside of this castle. Okay, so we checked out the Cinderella castle. So now I will just give you guys a small rundown main street from Cinderella Castle, and then I think we can call it a tour, because I think we did a pretty good job of showing all of the environments off for Dreamlight Valley. I'm just gonna see if I missed anything at all. I may do another valley tour when I have actually made more areas and decorated more areas, because of course I have a whole I have another whole area on Eternity Isle, but I haven't really decorated everything on Eternity Isle yet, so I feel like I might want to decorate that a little bit better and then show that off when I have more of that done. Okay, friends, so starting from the beach, we're gonna take a nice little tour all the way up to the top of the valley, to the top of the plaza, and I'll show you guys what it looks like just going down Main Street. So here we are. You can see the castle in the background, and you can see all the beautiful trees and different villagers, places where they live, and little bunnies that want to be fed, and all kinds of things. And there's Donald. Hello, Donald. Oh, thank you, Donald. So we've got a nice little walk through the valley. Hello, Merlin.
We make a great team, am I right?
So all together, I think we did a pretty good job with the valley, and I hope you guys had fun watching the valley tour. I'm pretty happy with everything that Luke and I have done to make this valley look really happy and beautiful, and I hope maybe some of this inspired some people, or if you guys have things that you think you could offer that could help us or inspire us to change something about our valley, let us know in the comments below. But I hope you guys had fun watching this valley tour. This was the valley for the Kwings, which is myself, Amber, and my husband, Luke. And this is the valley that we shared together. And I have a lot of fun playing this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this valley tour. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. And we are currently traveling in New York, so I'm uploading this from the hotel. But I hope you guys had a lot of fun and have a great day. God bless and happy gaming. See ya!